Up next, Justin Klosky shows us how to get loved ones to clean out the clutter. Does someone you love have a problem with clutter? If so, then you know how overwhelming it can be when it's time to downsize or just get organized. That's why today's Talk Takeaway guest is sharing his advice for helping others let go of some of their stuff. Please welcome back to the show the author of Organize and Create Discipline, an A to Z guide to an organized existence, our friend Justin Klosky. Hey, Justin, welcome back to the show.
How are you?
Pleasure. Why is it so hard for some people to get rid of stuff, and how can we help them declutter?
It's hard for people because there's usually an emotional attachment involved with things, right? And once you can separate yourself from that, then it's a lot easier to let go, period. You also have to think about the things that have some sort of true significance in your life, right? Things that have been passed down, and weigh those out with just the things that are taking up space, which brings me to space, because in order to grow, you have to have space, yes.
Yes.
So once you let go and you have that space, then you truly can grow.
Okay, so we're here in a living room, because I believe that, people love their space. Obviously, this could be decluttered a little bit. Where would you start?
Let's start here, since we're all standing here.
Why?
Well, for me, I love when I go over to people's houses and there's like 15 pillows on the couch and you're trying to figure out where you're gonna sit, right? So right off the bat, remove the excess, right? You wanna get rid of some of that stuff, especially if you have 15 pillows. So for example, this one, to me, matches perfectly on this chair. So now we've at least started that process. And then throw blankets, right? 4 or 5 blankets is a little excessive. Have 2 maybe, and the third in a linen closet. And if you have something that's sentimental, like this blanket,
You can tell it's an heirloom.
Yeah, it's exactly the heirlooms that are passed down. You don't gravitate towards the heirlooms when you're sitting on the couch, right? So what I would like to do is create some art out of it, right? And the reason why, and then what happens is now we actually are going to see it. We're going to be able to showcase it and pass it down, and it has some sort of significance in that.
Cutting a perfectly good quilt?
Yes! It's
Downsizing.
Yes, downsizing and letting things go.
Exactly.
All right, let's go over to the fireplace.
Okay, Julie.
Look at that.
Yes.
Right off the bat, tell me, I know there's a couple things that might rub you the wrong way, but can you pick something out?
There's a lot of candles, and there's 2 sets of tools.
Yes! We don't need 2 sets of fireplace tools.
No, you
so
don't.
we're going to remove the one, in my opinion, that is a little not as nice as the other. It might have been a housewarming gift, right? It might have been a gift from a friend, and this one might have been passed down. So to me, it's a no-brainer. You keep the heirloom. You keep the one that was passed down. And Marie, I'm going to ask your help on this, right?
Well, I was going to say, what do you do with that?
I'm going to give you a box.
Oh, thank you.
Okay? I want you to help me remove probably 90% of this stuff. Okay?
What, just pick?
I'm going to help you.
Oh, definitely some of the candles,
We're going to remove the
right?
candles, yep.
Okay.
And here's why. There's 16 others in the back.
Okay.
So we don't need them up there. I'm going to take these candles, and I'm going to put them next to the chair.
Okay.
Just in case you want to have a drink, you could light a candle, relax, okay? The books, well, first of all, the sunglasses.
Yeah,
that
I
doesn't
definitely
belong.
would put those in the box.
Picture I'm moving here, because that's important, right? These are the people in our lives that we all love our dogs and our pets. Yes, we got some applause. Okay? Camera goes with the accessories and the electronics. I'm gonna get to that in a second. We're gonna move these. The books obviously go on the bookshelf.
Okay.
And now we've made room for, I'm moving this here because it doesn't belong. We've made room to showcase the beautiful picture. We've eliminated clutter, and we're gonna put the other things back where they go, because it's not on the mantle. And the last thing, guys, if you have a collection of something, like these seashells, they start with some sort of significance, but by the end of it, it's just an entire thing of seashells. Get a permanent marker, write on it the date you got it, who you were with, and then the collection has some sort of meaning.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
All right, you could probably put the box down. Make her do all the heavy lifting.
Sorry, I need to put you to work.
All right, this chair looks like an antique, so I'm assuming if it is an antique, it's an automatic keeper?
Not necessarily. Just because it's an antique doesn't mean we have to hold on to it. You have to be okay to let things go if they don't have a place. This chair has a place in this room, in my opinion. If there were 3 other chairs sitting around here, maybe not. So with this chair, it's sturdy, it's beautiful, in my opinion. The only thing is the upholstery, right?
Yeah.
Let's reupholster it. Add some of your own life to it, and that way, when you do pass it down, it's not only been passed down from a generation to you, but you're passing it down to another generation with a little bit of love from you.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh, very nice. Okay.
Okay, so what about the bookshelf? Because, I mean, I have one of these at my house. It's just like ridiculous. How do you declutter one of those?
First, you have to figure out what it's going to be used for, right?
That's a concept.
Yeah, okay, that's a starting point.
It's a simple concept, and I know it seems crazy, but at the end of the day, this is technically a bookshelf, but it's also an office. It's also a place where obviously people keep their games and their pens and pencils. We have naturally cassette tapes because everyone's listening to those these days. Okay? So
That must be mine.
we know what to do with those. So start removing the things that really don't belong, like the mail, right? We're gonna make this a bookshelf. The office supplies go into the office, and then what starts happening is things start having a place, right? The dolphins and the tchotchkes
Okay.
are visible. We have a picture of our great-great-grandmother, and then the bookshelf, as it comes down, resembles this. And books, they pile up. If you don't have enough room on your bookshelf for all your books, have a book swapping party, donate to a library, let some of them go.
I see something I want to grab, which is my favorite book. It's Justin Klosky's book. Justin, thank you so much. Justin's book, Organize and Create Discipline, is in stores now. To read an excerpt, go to thetalk.com. We'll be right back.